What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, doing a demo of, and reviewing the 8-foot Boogeyman from Home Depot's 2023 Halloween lineup. So I had originally bought this guy and Sitter of the Souls on their early July release, but there was some payment issues or something, and then Home Depot ended up canceling my order. So I never got him or the Sitter of Souls, so I had recently found them in stores, so we went ahead and picked them up. I am over the top excited for this guy. This dude looks absolutely insane. He looks huge. His face looks just so creepy, and if you know me, you know I love that nasty, saggy, droopy look that his mouth is doing here. And he's 8 feet tall. He's going to be one of the biggest animatronics that I have. So let's get to unboxing him and setting him up. I'm going to walk you through step by step, so stay tuned. Wow. Now this box is huge. This is probably one of the bigger boxes from Home Depot, minus the 12-footers. But inside we have a massive base. So this dude is definitely got a huge stance. There's a wide, huge base in here. I was not expecting that. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything out, lay it all on the floor, and walk you through everything that comes inside the box, and then we're going to start building him. Alright guys, so this is everything inside the box. You're going to have his shoes, an adapter, his hands, his leg foam, his pants, and his shirt, his arm with wires, his massive base. This base is huge. We have leg poles, then we have his beautiful face. Look at this. This is so awesome. We have his massive main mechanism here with the shoulder form. Got a mechanism right there. And we also have the hip mechanism with the hip hoop attached and a plastic protector. Just making sure nothing gets caught in the motor. And then you have the back spine hump there. So let's get to putting this guy together. This is going to be a big one. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with his base. Now, like I said, this base is huge. So starting off, you have the most wide angle facing outwards away from you. And this is part A. Then you have part B, which is your two really long poles. And they are just your typical snap locks. So we're going to go ahead and place these on here. Next one snaps on. There we go. Next up we have his boots, which is labeled C. So we're going to go ahead and just slide those on. They don't matter which way they go. They have holes on the very bottoms down here. And there's also little angled pieces on the metal to hold them in place. So we're going to go ahead and slide them over, slip them down over the hole. So now his boots are on and everything is set to go. We're going to go ahead and adjust the angles, and we're going to start putting on his upper leg poles. So we have parts D and E. D is going to go on the left side, just like that. Then E is going to go on the right side. Again, just snaps in place. Just like that. Now this guy is going to get really big, really quick. Next you have your leg foam, which we're just going to go ahead. This is part F. Going to go ahead and slide that down over. Next we have part G, which is his enormous pants. Now they do have a tag on the back, so pay attention to that because they are directional. Now this is gonna be kind of a pain, I can tell, because obviously these pants were all wadded up, but you're gonna need to just kind of gently do this so you don't tear them. And there is a type of padding on the inside of these, just to kind of give his legs some form here. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. So let's go ahead and start this one too. Again, like always, just be gentle that you're not ripping and tearing trying to get this stuff on, because you will rip the cheap fabric. Now that we got his pants on, you can go down here and kind of adjust all that jazz down there. I'm going to try to show you this because this gets a little confusing. So inside the pants, there's like this felt material. You're going to want to put that around the leg poles, so it's on both sides, so it kind of gives some shape to front and back. Just make note of that. Next we have part H, which is his hip piece. So we're going to go ahead and stick that on there. Watch your wiring. But this angles on and then just snap locks into place. You're going to have to pull the legs out to you and just kind of slowly get it on there so it doesn't bind up. Snapped in there. Then next you're going to want to just take the pants, slide them up over the hip hoop, leaving the wiring to where you can get to it. Just go ahead and pull his pants up here. You don't have to worry about it getting caught in the motor. That's all taken care of and covered up. Next you want to take his ginormous jacket, and it looks like we got some wiring in there for the sensor, but you want to just go ahead and take that and slide it down over his legs and everything. Just be gentle. You're going to want to slide that down over, just kind of get it out of your way. So his infrared sensor's there. You can go ahead and just set the wiring off to the side there. Same with the other wiring. Kind of keep that to where you can get to it. Next is part J, which is his main mech and his sound box and everything. It's got a ton of different wires here, so just be careful with everything. This is where he gets really tall extremely quick. So we're going to go ahead and snap that in place, and right now we can actually go ahead and put some wires together here. You can have a red, blue, and green wire. Go ahead and snap those together. And you have a black, green, red, and blue wire. Go ahead and clip those together right now while we're at it. And then also what I like to do while I am right here, I like to plug in the main adapter and run it through a pant leg, so that way you don't have to fish around for it later on. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So basically you just want to take it and shove it down a pant leg. Hopefully it falls down one here. This might be a little harder now because of that foam in there. Alright, so next we need to go ahead and put his huge coat up and over those shoulder forms, and then we're going to put the arms in. But I have to go get a ladder. Alright, so we got the ladder out. We got his huge jacket, and his shoulder forms all the way up here. So we got to try and not fall off the ladder and put this guy together. This thing is huge. So we're going to go ahead and try and Velcro some of this. I'll go ahead and undo the top here. But next up, now that we got that, we need to go ahead and put the arms in. So now we have part L, and it has a little clip on the end so it doesn't fall out. Also has a bunch of wiring here, so we got to make sure to fish all this up. But we're going to go through the sleeve And this is going to be kind of a pain here. I'm also on a ladder, so this is going to be fun. Try and keep that wire with it so you can pull that up through. Then once we get up there, we can hook it in to the spot that this goes in. Once we can get it out and see it, we got to undo the clip, slide it in there, put the clip back in, and then we'll get the wire that in place. You can plug it in while you're down inside here. And also while we're over here, you can take part N, hook it in and plug it in. Also has a clip. Hook the wiring up, stuff it back in the sleeve, pull the sleeve the rest of the way down. Then there's Velcro inside here. Go ahead and Velcro that. Then you can adjust the sleeves. Obviously mine are all turned. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. Honestly, you could do this if you really wanted to. You could take his hand and go ahead and stick that on there. And put the clip in and plug the wiring in. So that way, once we stick the hand up there, it's done. But it does make it a little bit more awkward because it's a little bit heavier. Go ahead and fish this up through. To the end. Get out the little clip. Get that out of the way. Wouldn't be so bad if these clips weren't like already messed up and bent. And the angle of his arm makes it a little rough, and it's hitting my ladder, so I'm all in the way here. Alright, got that in there. Put these cheap little clips in. You can pull his shirt back up. Use some Velcro. Fix his sleeve. Find the Velcro piece here. Alright, let's move on. Next we have his head. And his wiring slips down in there. There's supposed to be a clip on this, but it does not have one. So we're going to go ahead and stick the wire down through first. And then his head slides in the two little holes. Just like that. Get the wiring the rest of the way in there. I forgot to hook up the wire in his sleeve, so I need to pull that up. I can go ahead and hook that up down here too. So everything is color coded. So I found a clip from one of my RC cars. We're gonna go ahead and just stick that in there. Hopefully that fits. But I feel like if one part's gonna fall off, it's definitely gonna be his head. Then next we have part P, which is this spine piece. So we're gonna go ahead, get it underneath the clothing. It also has a clip. Go ahead and slide that in there. Put the clip in, because if anything, this one's gonna fall off too. Then you just go ahead and fish the clothing around. But now would be a great time also to make sure the rest of everything is plugged in. Then you have a red, green, white, and blue wire, which is to his head. Go ahead and plug that in, and at this point we should have everything plugged in. We're going to take one more look once I get back down. I think there's some black wires I need to hook up yet. Just kind of be gentle, putting these on, Velcro everything back up. My lord, this guy is huge. His hair is crazy too. Alright, so we got him all dressed up. So like I said, I got a couple wires down here. Go ahead and hook those up. We got our white to white wires. Now we need our black to black wires. And it looks like everything else is complete. So there we go. That is the entire setup for the Home Depot's Boogeyman. This guy is awesome. I love it. He is huge. So let's go ahead, fire him up, and give a demo of him.
I am rooted in your brain and found a treasure of your deepest fears. I have collected them all now and will taunt you relentlessly in your dreams. We're gonna have such fun. Now, fall asleep and begin your nightmare. It is time for you to stop running. There is no escaping me, but I offer you this choice. Allow me to torment you in your nightmares, or dread me all day long while you are awake. Why choose when you can have both? Run as much as your heart desires, for you cannot hide. I will always find you. I will invade your dreams and your mind. You cannot stop the inevitable. Give in to your fear. Yes, let it fester. Fear fuels my power, and souls satiate my hunger. Are you ready for the end? I am inside your head. There is no escape. There is no respite. I am your living nightmare, your bringer of pain and death. I will pull your memories apart, piece by piece, until there is only fear and pain.
Alright, so we're going to do it this way because this guy is like 3 feet taller than I am. So, this guy's amazing. I absolutely love it. It's weird kind of that the hands light up, but it's also kind of neat just for how big he is. I also love this nasty stringy hair that he's got going on. The face that actually moves underneath here is absolutely, I think it's awesome. I think this prop all in all is awesome. Definitely different. His sayings are extremely creepy as he is a boogeyman and haunts your dreams. That, to me, this thing, I absolutely love this thing. Well worth the $200. I mean, this guy's $200. Something like this at Spirit Halloween would cost you $600. I can imagine something 8 feet at Spirit Halloween would cost you an astronomical amount of money. But for $200, this guy is amazing. He's got arm movement, the body moves, the mouth movement. He's got so many different movements. His eyes light up, the hands light up. There's just so much going on with this guy. He's absolutely incredible. The face is extremely creepy. He's definitely going to fit any type of theme you could really throw him at. He's going to fit great with my graveyard theme. Although his sayings kind of don't really fit a graveyard, but it'll work out. This guy is just extremely creepy. Even if you don't turn him on, he's just extremely intimidating. Just the way his whole stature is, the way he's leaned over. This guy, if he stood straight up, he'd probably be every bit of 10 feet. He's huge. I absolutely love him. This is one prop I can say I absolutely love. Well worth the $200. I absolutely love this guy. So, Boogeyman from Home Depot, go pick this guy up. You won't be disappointed. His costuming's kind of weird with the weird bleach stains they got going on here, but the arm movement, the hands light up, You can't really tell in my video, but you can kind of see it if you really look for it. I was trying to mess with the lighting and get the lighting just right so you can see it. But his eyes light up, which you can't really see too much because of the mask covering his face. But his head is huge, his hands are big, he's got nice claw looking nails, he's just massive. This guy is absolutely incredible. One of my favorites from this year. Go to Home Depot and buy this thing. Absolutely go buy it. This thing is super, super cool. He's nice and loud. He's definitely going to scare the hell out of all kinds of people just from his size. And then especially if they activate him and he starts talking creepy to him and turns and moves towards them, kids are going to absolutely be totally terrified of this guy. So I love him. For $200 at Home Depot, absolutely. Definitely a solid buy. So if you love Halloween animatronic unboxings, yard haunt setups, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also click that bell for notifications because there's about to be a whole lot of Halloween content coming your way this Halloween season. So until the next video, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.